Okay. I just read about a new game coming out, and it pissed me off so much that I realized that I really haven't been doing enough to combat the wave of cocksuckery that is currently washing over gaming. So, there's a new MMO coming out, and I'm not even going to mention the name of the MMO or the company, but suffice it to say, the company making the MMO is also the company that owns one of the biggest streaming services. And so they've basically baked in, full integration into the game, so that if you're a streamer and you play this MMO, when people look at your character, they can actually see how many people are watching your stream and other stupid shit like that. And we have confirmation that this company is talking directly to streamers and asking them, how can we tightly integrate this and make this the most streamer friendly game possible. And this is so vile, so disgusting, so completely over the top. I mean, to me, it's amazing, even for the shitty, game industry. I mean, just the conflicts of interest are just insane. I mean, so you have a company that makes money off of pushing ads on streams, and then you have that same company charging people a monthly fee so they can go into a game that advertises streamers so that they can go and watch fucking advertisements. I mean, it's just so fucking nuts. I mean, really, like, to a certain extent, the audacity of it, just the pure greed and audacity is it's stunning, really. And I mean, not in a good way, but it's just, I mean, it's awesome in the true sense of the word. It just inspires awe how fucking pathetic and greedy and miserable these people are. How badly these people want to kill anything good that gaming had left. It's it really is amazing. So in any case, I was I was reading about that, and I was just thinking, you know what? I don't really do enough to actually combat any of this stuff, because I criticize people and call them out, as the cocksuckers that they are. But ultimately, it doesn't really do anything. Like, talk is cheap, and so I think really, what I'm gonna focus more on now is just, hitting these pieces of shit, where they really live, and that's in talking more about ad blocking. If you don't have an ad blocker installed, you're a moron. The internet is completely unusable without an ad blocker. I mean, really, like, I honestly wouldn't even use the fucking internet if I didn't have an ad blocker. That's how fucking offensive it's become. And so really, if you don't have an ad blocker, you really should be installing, UBlock Origin, and never give any of these people money for any of this shit again. It's just like these people really need to just find a legitimate way to make money. I've had enough of this scamming. I've had enough of this bullshit. I'm going to put a link in the description in the video. I mean, I'm assuming that most of the people watching this probably do use ad blockers, but I really am going to start, using this offensive term, evangelizing ad blockers, because ultimately these pieces of shit aren't going to go away until the money goes away. And so it really is time to hit them where they live. It's time to really make as many people aware of ad blockers as possible. It's just this fucking plague needs to end, because really, like, gaming is not gonna fucking survive this shit. It can't. It can't survive this greed and these conflicts of interest and all these pathetic attempts just to monetize and nickel and dime and just completely cater every aspect of the game towards profiteering. It's just fucking disgusting. I saw this stuff coming from a mile away. I knew it was coming. I knew that they were going to eventually go there, but still, just actually seeing it all play out like this, is just so goddamn, sad. Um, and really, this is nothing new. I mean, I remember seeing an interview with the guy who directed the last Doom game, and he was basically saying that. I mean, he basically admitted that they designed the game for streaming. He basically said that, yeah, the game just like it didn't really play that well. When people were streaming it, it didn't really hold people's attention, and so a lot of the game design decisions they made were actually around making a game more interesting for fucking streamers. I mean, this really is, peak faggotry. It really is. I mean, this is the end of gaming, pretty much. We're basically watching, the serpent devour itself. We're watching, Kronos eating his children. This really is just, you can't cannibalize this anymore. It's you sell a fucking product, and you try to make it good, and you hope that people buy it. That's where it fucking starts and ends, man. Like all of this bullshit of just never ending revenue streams, trying to just make money off of just every little fucking facet of any product. It really just, like I said, like gaming isn't gonna survive this shit. It's basically almost dead as it is. If you look at like the releases this year, I have never seen a more pathetic year for gaming. There's nothing. It's a fucking wasteland. There's absolutely fucking nothing. It's so bad that people were talking up that shitty 12 minutes game. Basically a fucking choose your own adventure book with bad writing. It is. It's fucking over. There is nothing left. Gaming is just, it's on its way out, man. People aren't making real fucking games anymore. And really, this shit isn't sustainable because the bottom line is, if you're essentially designing everything around streaming a fucking game, it means that the game probably isn't even that great if you're not somebody who streams. And so what's the end game here? Everybody on the planet becomes a fucking streamer? Are you fucking kidding me? Like this isn't sustainable. The whole planet can't be made up of people parasitically profiteering off of other people's work. That can't be it. Like at some point, somebody has to actually produce something. So, yeah, so basically, if you don't have an ad blocker, check the description. Tell your friends, tell your grandma, whatever. The bottom line is, we really need to stop with these fucking, advertisements. It needs to end. These pieces of shit need to go under. They need to find a real, way to make money, a legitimate way to make money. It's just too goddamn disgusting. It really does. It really does pain me because gaming used to be so fucking good, man. It was so fucking good before it became mainstream and before all these goddamn parasites came in. It's just a fucking travesty.